Hi everyone, Charlie Veitch here outside Swinton police station. Last time I was here was about 18 months ago. There was a big worry in this country. Are we entering a police state with the coronavirus legislation? People getting £10,000 fines left, right and centre. And I was very measured and I said no, we're not in a police state. Anyway, there's even policing happening around me. There's a detective taking a statement right there. Look at that. Face mask on, fully compliant. The reason I'm out here is that I need to just do an update. I've written to Auditing Britain, to yo, this is AB. And I've told him, I said, dude, you're starting to get me to dislike the pigs again. And he wrote back very correctly saying, no, all I do is film. They're the ones that show themselves up to be dicks or arseholes. So, you know how the British police, they could end auditors, they could end the YouTube auditing community in one foul swoop. That is, if their officers, if their detectives took a little bit of moral training. Because look guys, we trust you as the monopoly of violence, as the enforcers. When dirty, disgusting people want to use violence, we don't want to get getting stabbed. We don't want to get shot. We don't want to get that dirty, crusty chav energy wrestling on us, scratching us. We want people with body armor, helmets and shields, tasers, guns and truncheons to sort it out for us. You're our hired goons. We pay tax, so we hire goons to do the security work. And it has another big benefit. In having a kind of neutral monopoly, you prevent that kind of tit for tat. Paddy got beaten up by Murphy. We're going to have to beat up Paddy again and Murphy. And the next thing you know, intergenerational wars. So any thinking man, thinking woman, thinking human knows that there is a place for the police, obviously. You got to have a harmonious society. And there's that phrase, who are you going to call? What are you going to call? You're going to call the local gangster who'll end up killing the wrong guy. Next thing you know, that guy's family then comes to kill you because you try to be a vigilante. No. You use the law. Auditing videos Britons. Auditing Britain's videos are very enlightening. Now here's how it goes. Let's do a meta-analysis of the work of Auditing Britain. I've seen enough reflections. I have a look out in the shop windows. I've seen his arm. He's very clever. He blurs shop windows, reflecting them. But I've seen him. He carries a dummy camera, a little camcorder, something from the 90s. You know, something that, you know, you'd expect a jihadi in the 90s. Oh, let's go film the American embassy in Tanzania. Oh, Mombasa. Oh, film. So because the police are normal human beings, they see AB, and let me guess, AB is Mediterranean, he has a tanned complexion like Charlie the Arab, and they freak out. They're like, oh, I get to throw my balls in that man's face, I get to throw my ovaries into that man's face. And in the back of their head, you know, we all want justifiable violence because we're all insane, we've all got demons, we all want to kick someone's head in and get away with it, which is kind of why people join the armed forces. But the police come up, and it's important to state that no terrorist in this country has ever been foiled on a reconnaissance mission outside a police station and then having a couple of PCSOs or a couple of yokel bumpkin PCs say, oh, I'm going to have to detain you and search you under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Never caught a terrorist. That's very clear, very obvious to the police when they got to Auditing Britain. And he initially said, oh, it's a public interest. I'm filming for the public interest. And they're like, what's that? And then this is when the cop knows. This is when the piggy, this is when the pork chop should know. Then Auditing Britain says, oh, by the way, is your body camera filming? Yeah, I'm going to do a freedom of information request, subject access request on that. And also, please present yourself. What's your shoulder number? And he says to the PCSOs, what's your designation card? They have to, by law, show it. Now, it's at that very moment that the cops know he's either a YouTuber or a concerned citizen or a member of the public doing an audit of a public building. That's the moment that they know. But because a lot of these officers need some more moral and philosophical training because their psychologies are still in the mud, the moment that they realize, oh, he's not a member of Al-Qaeda, he's not a member of the Islamic State, he's a middle-aged man auditing a public building who knows the law, asking for my my police badge. And they still carry on because do you know why? The police, hired to be the public monopoly on violence, on force, on retribution and justice, are the beginnings of retribution and justice. The criminal justice system begins with the cop arresting people suspected of an alleged crime. That's how it begins. And a lot of the time I see the pigs, they start trying to tripping up young Auditing Britain, asking him questions to which if he answered them, they would then have grounds to fuck his day up. And it makes great entertaining viewing. There's a reason why Auditing Britain gets 100,000, 250,000 views per video. It's fascinating to watch the people who we trust, that we put in fancy dress, in a nice black armored uniform, to be the monopoly of violence. Here's how they should act. The very moment that they're like, the very moment they're like, are you a terrorist? Are you a terrorist? And maybe he's like, chill. They should say, this is how they should act. They should say, sir, we apologize. For a moment there, we suspected you may be a terrorist. But having chatted to you for 30 seconds, it's clear you are one of the members of the public that I swore to protect and uphold the justice for. So, sir, film me, film the buildings, film the corner of the buildings. Do what you want. This is a common law country, and I will go and tell the other officers to respect your right as a free man walking around Great Britain to film, photograph, and do whatever you want under the common law. But they don't, do they? No. They freak out. They get all ego. They try and throw their testicles. They start swinging the gonads, that big testicular sack, and they go into AB's face. Bloody pigs, man. Maybe it's not your fault. Get your superiors to give you some moral and political and philosophical training. Failing that, you know, all that dirty herbal tobacco that you seize off the peasants? Roll a fat one, put on an Alan Watts playlist on YouTube, sit in a darkened room, go, you know what? I've been a dick. Oh, I've been bullying the public. Oh, I've been taking out my personal bloody psychological issues on innocent members of the public. Oh, I'm a bully. Oh, I should quit the force. Oh, shit. Oh, God, all of Western civilizations are predicated on a lie. Keep it up, Auditing Britain. And police, keep your balls out of people's faces. Do your job. Make the Queen proud of you. Not Stalin, not Hitler, not Mao. That's all I've got time for today, guys. See you later.